There comes a moment when a person realizes something painful. They didn't fail because they were weak. They failed because they let themselves negotiate. One skipped day, one excuse, one moment of surrender, and that small crack becomes a collapse. Today, I'm going to give you a system that eliminates that. A system forged by one of the most relentless human beings in history, the undefeated samurai, Miyamoto Musashi. A system that will allow you to never give up again. A system that, if followed for 30 days, will leave you unrecognizable, physically, mentally, spiritually. Not because it's complicated, but because it destroys the version of you that quits and rebuilds the version of you who does not. Miyamoto Musashi fought over 60 duels. He survived wars, assassins, betrayals, and walked away undefeated. But Musashi didn't win because he was the strongest. He won because he mastered the one principle that almost no one alive today understands: consistency without negotiation. Musashi believed a warrior must train with such regularity, such rhythm, that the body acts before the mind can interfere. He called it a path of no hesitation, a path where action becomes identity. And that is exactly what we will build in the next 30 days. Musashi understood something profound. People change when their word becomes a weapon. So your transformation begins with one act. Declare publicly who you will become in 30 days. Write it, sign it, post it, tell someone. Not because others need to know, but because a samurai never breaks his word. Say it clearly. I am becoming a different person in 30 days. I do what I say. I do not quit, and I do not negotiate. Once spoken, it's not a goal. It's an identity. And identity bends reality. Most people fail because every day becomes a new debate. When should I start? Musashi never negotiated with the clock. He trained at precise times, the same every day, until training became instinct. You will do the same. Choose one fixed hour in your day, not a range, not a vague idea, one exact time. And when that hour arrives, your body moves, automatically, without thought. You don't ask, "Am I ready?" The answer is irrelevant. The hour commands the action. Once Musashi realized the clock could not control him, he removed the next weakness: variety, the mind's favorite trap. People quit because they keep changing the routine, changing the order, changing what they do each day. Musashi eliminated these decisions. His training was a form, a sequence repeated the same way, every time. Your transformation will follow the same rule. Choose a simple ritual, a physical practice, a mental practice, a learning practice. No gaps, even in battle. Here is where the average person collapses. They quit on the bad days. But Musashi did not train only on perfect mornings. He trained in mud, rain, sickness, hunger, because the path of the warrior has no gaps. So for your 30 days, you prepare degraded versions of your ritual. If your full practice is impossible, you execute a smaller one, not to maintain streaks, but because a true warrior never interrupts the rhythm of becoming. 1 minute is better than 0. 1 rep is better than regret. 1 breath of discipline defeats an entire day of excuses. Momentum is sacred. You protect it. What happens to you in 30 days? This is where people get shocked. They imagine transformation is about punishment, grinding, forcing themselves through misery. But that's not what happens. Day 1 to 5. You fight yourself. Your mind resists every step. The old identity throws a tantrum. Day 6 to 10. Your system becomes familiar. The hour feels natural. The ritual feels predictable. Day 11 to 20. You begin to feel different, not better. Different, stronger in the small moments, quieter mentally, more in control. Day 21 to 30. You stop negotiating completely. The body leads, the mind obeys. You're not pushing anymore, you're flowing. This is when people around you say, "You've changed. You're disciplined now. You're not the same person." And they're right, because you have become someone who does not quit, who does not negotiate, who does not seek motivation, but generates it. A person forged, not inspired. Understand something. When you transform this fast, people will have opinions. Some will say you're obsessive. Some will call you extreme. Some will be uncomfortable around you. But Musashi taught a lesson most never understand. People fear the disciplined because they reveal what is possible. You are not here to make others comfortable. You are here to build a self you cannot walk away from. In 30 days, you can become unrecognizable, not because 30 days is magic, but because a human being who stops negotiating with themselves becomes unstoppable. Declare who you are becoming. Choose one unbreakable hour. Repeat the same ritual. Allow no gaps. This is the Musashi system. This is how warriors are forged. This is how you become the person who never gives up again. Your transformation starts today, not because you feel ready, but because the version of you who quits dies the moment you begin. Rise, commit, and walk the path without hesitation.